Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Davey Deathray here. Welcome to, holy cow, episode 62 of Late Night with the Davey. Can you believe it, guys? Can you believe it that we're here? I don't know what's going on, but the music seems so quiet in the background to me. There we go. Nice little bed of music in the background. I don't know what it is, guys. It just makes me feel a lot more comfortable. It's my security blanket there. I hope you guys are all doing very well. I hope the week is going awesomely for you. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a little bit of a minute since we did a watch party. The last one we did actually was The Shallows with our guy Cecil Laird over at the Horror Show channel. And that was a lot of fun. So that was what? Few weeks ago, something like that. But I think this is the first solo watch party I've done on YouTube in a really long time. But some of you were like, hey, where did the watch parties go? And I'm like, all right, here's one, and here's a good one. I'm very excited to watch Sinister for a couple of reasons. Number one is that I've not seen it since it came out in 2012. I checked it out at the theater and really enjoyed it. And the second reason is that I watched the sequel last night, and it was not very entertaining and not very good and completely unnecessary, I will say. So very excited to check this one out. I even have, you know, since this is an Ethan Hawke movie, I even got one of the Grabber Fanta sodas there. This one's strawberry. So I'm going to be enjoying that. I'll actually crack that open right now and pour it into my Death Squad pint glass. How do you like that? Guys, the merch, very, very fairly priced. The link is in the description below if you want to get some lovely Davey Deathray merch or Death Squad merch. There we go. The whole soda fits in the pint glass as it should. All right, let's say what's up to you guys. I'll talk about a couple other things, and then we'll get right into the movie. How about that? Okay, so... oh, really quick, before we really get going, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share the channel with someone who you think would dig this kind of content, because the community is just growing and growing. It keeps going and going. We were at 1,770 subscribers, but it looks like I just lost somebody within the last 10 to 15 minutes. So either it was some sort of burner account or bot, or somebody was like, see you guys later. So we're at 1769. Nice. And yeah, the community is growing. We're trying to hit 2,000 subs by Halloween. We'll see if we get there. If not, no big deal. A couple other things I wanted to let you guys know about is we've got a poll in the chat, you know, just asking if you've seen this movie before. 19 votes so far. It looks like most everyone has. Guys, I've been on Letterboxd for a couple years, but I finally started writing reviews on there. I think I've got somewhere around 20 reviews, something like that. So I dropped the link to my Letterboxd and pinned it in the chat if you want to, you know, check me on out over there. I'll just be reviewing whatever I watch. And my written reviews are, I don't know, 5 or 6 sentences, something like that. So pretty easy stuff to read. And it gives you no spoilers. It gives you a good idea of, you know, if I dug the movie or what I liked about it and all that stuff. And then we've got a super chat goal going. Super chats are just a bonus, certainly not required or anything like that. But if we get 5 super chats of $5 or more within the next 2 hours, 39 minutes, and 10 seconds, then I'll host a public watch party on the Discord server of Hatchet 2. We just watched the very first Hatchet last week. And that was fun. That movie certainly knew what it was, and it was a blast to watch. So we've got all that going. Let me say what's up to you guys, and then we'll get going on everything else here. We got Chester Franklin Jr. in the house. What's happening, Chester? So good to see you. We got Paula Fitzhenry. Ashton Luck is joining us as well. We have our great channel member, Amanda Mendoza, wishing everybody a happy spooky season. How about it? We've also got... who else? Gene Whitacombe in the chat. How are you doing, Gene? I am doing very well. Hope you are having a good day so far. King Matthew III is in the chat as well. King Matthew and his lady just welcomed a brand new baby, so give him the congrats in the chats. Who else do we have here? Who else do we have? Holy cow, we got our triple threat triple threat. Oh, I'm just going to end the stream right now, guys. Patreon member, channel member, and Death Squad mod, Dean Renner. How you doing, Dean? So good to see you. Hope you're having a good day here. We got our channel member, Vinny, in the chat. What's happening, Vinny? Holy cow. I am getting blown up on the phone, so there we go. Do not disturb. And it's still buzzing. Holy crap. If you put it on Do Not Disturb and it still buzzes, what the hell are you supposed to do? Welcome on in, Vinny. Hope you're having a good day, man. We got Blu-ray Addict. How you doing, Blu-ray? We've got... Who else? Lamontre Gillard. How are you doing, Lamontre? So good to see you. Yes, super chat goal has been set for Hatchet 2, guys. And I'm feeling kind of spicy. You know, if we reach that goal, I might just jump on over there tonight and put that one on. So how about that? We got Brad Underwood in the chat. How are you doing, Brad? So good to see you. Adrian James. What's happening, Adrian? Or as Brett from Good Real Hunting would say, yo, Adrian, what's happening? There you go. We have A-Troll Campbell in the house. How are you doing, A-Troll? So good to see you. Welcome on in. We have Erica, one of our great channel members, and an amazing Death Squad mod. She mods it for us over on the Discord as well. And, man, if you guys aren't signed up on the Discord, I highly recommend it for a few reasons. Number one, it's free. Number two, it's really fun. Number three, it's a great way to keep in touch with the community and grow closer as a community in between the streams and all that kind of fun stuff. There's tons of really great interaction over there. And then number four reason, other than the watch parties and mixtape parties that I will host over there, Erica will just do random watch parties over there. So if you're part of the community on Discord, you know, even if a super chat goal doesn't get met, you know, it means that I won't be there hosting the party, the watch party or whatever. But every now and then, like this weekend, Erica popped on House of Wax from 2005. So, you know, you just never know what's going to happen over there on Discord. So if you're not part of it, it's definitely worth joining on in. Erica, we have not started the movie yet. You're okay. We have Jamie Hart, our original Death Squad mod, channel member, and our mama mod. So she's not just the Death Squad mod, she's also the mama mod. And Jamie, you asked for it, you got it. Watch parties on the channel. I hope you're a fan of Sinister, and I hope you watch along with us. We have Destiny Faulkner in the house, one of our great Death Squad mods. How are you doing, Des? So good to see you. So good to see you. Guys, I've been seeing Des pop up, not just in the chat a little bit more, but I've been seeing her pop up on streams a little bit more. So maybe this is the beginning of the great Destiny Faulkner return to YouTube that we've just been aching for about a year, Des. So thank you so much. And I hope the trend continues. We have Fight the Good Fight in the house. What's happening? Fight the Good Fight. Grabbing the Blu-ray right now. That is awesome. Yeah, guys, if you have a physical copy, you can go ahead and line it up. I'm not able to show the movie on the screen, of course. However, I dropped a link from the website that I will be streaming the movie from down in the description. So if you don't have it on, you know, a physical copy or a digital copy, you can just watch it on the F2 site that I'm going to stream it from here. And we've got a super chat from Amanda Mendoza, dropping a $5 super chat with a little ghost guy that says, "Let's do this." Yes. So we are 1/5 of the way there to Hatchet 2 public watch party on Discord. How about it? Guys, let me know in the chat, what's your favorite movie out of the Hatchet series? Is the first movie the best? Is one of the sequels even better? I don't know. I don't know. You gotta let me know. Please, please, please. Let's see who else we've got here. We got Gory Tiger. What's happening, Gory? So good to see you. We got Robert the Wolfman. Ow, ow! In the chat as well. How are you doing, Robert? So good to see you. Just rewatched Sinister last week. There you go. You and Dean just did that. Yes, there you go. Rewatched the movie Unhinged earlier tonight. Dean, I think that's the movie you told me about. Is this Blu-ray? Is this the movie about road rage? Is that the one? If so, yep, there we go. Yep, Dean's already talking about it. Okay, just making sure I'm not missing anyone else before we really get cooking. Victor Crowley is Dez's favorite. Is that the fourth one? Are there 4 of these movies? I keep on forgetting. keep on forgetting. Chester says the first Hatchet is his favorite. Yeah, it's got the guy from Grandma's Boy in it that a lot of people have told me I look like for some reason. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one, but maybe I do. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get this cruising. Again, thank you so much to everyone who's joining and jumping on in. We're probably going to do one of these watch parties, like, you know, to be like once a month here on the channel. And then, you know, with the super chat goals, we can do a lot more of those over on the Discord. But they're just, I don't know. I guess there's a couple reasons why I don't do them as much on the channel. There are a lot of watch parties out there. And I think, you know, having to put the onus on the audience to like match up their own copy or find it on streaming and all that kind of stuff. Just, I don't know what it is about that just makes me feel like maybe there's not as much engagement and activity on a watch party on YouTube, but we'll do them at least once a month. In fact, let me jump on over. Let's see here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. There we go. We're already putting together a watch party for the end of the month. So Wednesday, October 29th, we're going to do a watch party, and it's between House on Haunted Hill, Scary Movie, or Trick or Treat. And guys, Trick or Treat's killing it right now. 59% of the 110 votes. Let's see if there's any more votes that have come in since the last time I loaded the page. Nope. So 110 votes. If you go over to the posts tab on the channel, you can vote if you haven't already. But it looks like we're going to be watching Trick or Treat at the end of the month. And I know that makes Jamie very happy, I would imagine. Right, Jamie? You like that, right? You like that? You like that. Okay, cool. Let me just go ahead and jump on into a couple items here. So first on the list, guys, a little bit of a, you know, somber note here. On Monday during our members only stream, the news had come through that Steven from Craven Something Scary had unfortunately passed away. And, you know, I didn't really see it fit to do like a big old post and a big video or anything. I would jump into Steven's streams and in the chat and everything and engage and all that kind of stuff. You know, unfortunately, I never gotten the chance to collaborate with him or anything like that. So whenever, you know, something like this happens, something, you know, that causes everyone to like give pause and there's some sadness for the community, you know, I clearly, you know, I'm grieving for Steven and his family and for the people that were closer, you know, and giving them that space to share their thoughts and share their feelings and, emotions on everything, and not try to jump in there just because I'm, you know, part of the community, just jumping in there just for, you know, for whatever reason, just to share the news or whatever. Just didn't seem right. So, but I, you know, felt like this was something that should be acknowledged on a stream. Everything that I've heard about Steven is just that he was the nicest guy and really great to collaborate with. My buddy Jake over at Killjoy Jake collaborated with him quite a bit and has been pretty affected. And I know that a lot of you guys, you know, hung out on the streams. I know, Erica, you're a mod over there on the channel. So I've been thinking about you guys and, you know, saying prayers and sending positive thoughts. And, you know, it's never easy grieving the loss of somebody, whether you knew them digitally or whether you knew them in real life. And the grief process is different for everyone too. So I think about the times in my life where I've lost people. Sometimes it's been expected. There have been times when it's been completely unexpected, and it's heartbreaking no matter what. Maybe it's a different kind of heartbreaking. People handle it in all sorts of different ways. So just want to offer to anybody that knew Steven really well, just, you know, offering my, you know, support and condolences and thoughts. And it's really sad to lose somebody in the community, whether they're a content creator or an audience member. You know, we've lost people. We lost Raymond Malaber at the beginning of the year. in 2025. He was a channel member over here and a community member all over the place on horror YouTube. And we're actually going to celebrate his birthday here on the 10th. I believe that's Friday the 10th. We're going to do a watch party, a whole bunch of us, just to celebrate his birthday. So I think the key thing moving forward, you know, is to live a little bit more for the people that aren't here anymore, that we love and miss, and to keep them alive in our memory. And then the folks that are out here in the community making content and all that, we've got another way we can keep them alive, which is talking about them, celebrating them. You know, in the instance of Jake and you know, Night from Night Watch and all that kind of stuff, you know, they're going to keep their collective. They had basically like a stream collective going on with Steven from Craven Something Scary, and they're going to keep that going. So that's the way we can, you know, not forget the people that we've lost. And yeah, it's really sad for the community on a whole, especially for the Scream fans out there. I mean, really for all of us, but I know I see a lot of people that are like, oh man, he's not going to get to check out that Scream 7 film. But, you know, just wanted to offer my condolences to everyone out there. You know, especially the folks who are closer to Steven. So let me see here. I'm just going to jump back in and say what's up to you guys. Don't worry, we'll lift everything back up here. I just want to jump in and say what's up to you guys, because I see a whole bunch of people came in just recently here. You will be happy to know I voted Trick or Treat, not Scary Movie, says Erica. Well, thank you so much, Erica. I thought Scary Movie was going to win that poll. It's kind of getting its butt kicked a little bit. I thought that you guys, just to give me shit, would pick Scary Movie, so there you go. I love Trick or Treat, says Jamie. Sam is all over my background. Well, there you go. We got Melissa Wildcard showing up, showing some love for Steven. Thank you so much, Melissa. Yeah, I'm just thinking about all you guys. Steven was incredibly kind and had a heart of gold. That's just like all I've been hearing. I mean, I love the streams and everything. I you know, unfortunately never had that personal interaction, you know, with him. Ashton says, R.I.P. Steven, didn't know him well, but he was always nice when we interacted. There you go. Craven was a sweetheart. Hell yeah. He accepted everyone. Love him for that. That's, you know, this community is really good at that, I would say. You know, the acceptance and everything like that. Erica says, Steven was one of the nicest people ever, and I didn't mod there, but I was there often. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you were modding there. I only mod for half of the Lethal Collective. There you go. Jake and Fate. Knight and Steven have great mods, though. Well, look at me with my terrible reporting. Aaron Click is in the house. Holy cow, Aaron, I feel like it's been a little bit since we've seen you. Says, hello, everyone. It's been hard for me to catch live streams lately. Glad to be back. And yes, thinking of Steven and his family. Thank you so much, Aaron. Yeah, I really appreciate you. There's a stream on Knight's page tomorrow with Jake to honor Steven. Erica, please feel free to share the link. Maybe you have already, but feel free to share the link for the stream. I see here that you've got Night Watch Zone there linked. But yeah, if you want to share that link for the actual stream, go for it. Let's see here. Who knows what our energy / possible consciousness is able to do after our physical selves pass? Maybe Steven will be watching Scream 7 in another way. That is entirely possible. I like that way of thinking there, Aaron. Yeah, that you can kind of keep an eye on things. Hey, how about this? Steven and Wes will get to watch it together. How about that? How about that? Okay, guys. I don't think I really have anything else. I mean, just really quick, coming up on the channel, I posted a whole bunch of upcoming live streams. So just so you guys know, usually I'm really bad at this. I'm sure you've noticed the last couple months. Usually, let's see here. I'm going to share this. Okay. There we go. Usually I'm really bad. I'll post something like 2 hours before I go live. But coming up, we've got a whole bunch of fun stuff. You guys are here for the Sinister Watch Party. On Friday, we're doing a Friday the 13th tier list live. So you guys are going to vote on all the films from the franchise live. That should be a lot of fun. And I've asked a special guest if they can join us, and it sounds like it's better than a 50-50. So we may have a very special guest joining us on Friday at 5 p.m. And then right after that, we're going to go over to the Discord and we're going to watch VHS Halloween on the Discord. That'll be a lot of fun. So come and hang out with us for that. And then on the next Wednesday, on the 8th, we're going to be doing a Halloween franchise tier maker ranking. That's another live one where you guys vote. And then, of course, on the 10th, as I had mentioned, we're going to do a watch party as a tribute to Raymond Malibu. We're going to watch A Nightmare on Elm Street 1984, which is, according to Raymond's cousin Shelley, who I've gotten to know over this last 8 months or so, that was like the gateway movie for Raymond that got him into horror. So to celebrate his birthday, which is actually on the 10th, we are going to have that watch party. And then the following Wednesday, on the 15th of October, we're going to do a Scream franchise ranking on Late Night with the Davey. That should be pretty damn fun. And then the following Wednesday, we're going to do a Halloween candy tier list. Now, this is going to be wild because we're going to rank 70 Halloween candies. 70, guys. So all of those franchise rankings and tier maker rankings and all of that, those are all live audience polling. So I'll provide a link for you guys so you can jump on in. But those are usually pretty damn fun. I have a lot of a really good time hanging out with you guys, and especially just seeing the places where you guys surprise me or disappoint me, if I'm being honest. So so yeah, that's what we have coming up on the channel. A whole bunch of fun stuff. I'm working on pre-recorded material as well. Very active in the Letterboxd. I'm going to be getting my YouTube shorts going here. I'm going to drop one short a day for the month of October. So whole bunch of fun stuff going on. So let's go ahead and get into the movie. We've been blahing for a good 23 minutes. So let's go ahead and do that and do that. Guys, I have the timer set to 5 seconds. I'm going to play the movie. When the movie gets to 5 seconds, we are going to push play on the timer. So who's going to be watching with me? Let me know in the chat if you're going to be watching. If you don't have a physical copy or don't subscribe to one of the streaming services, or you don't have a digital copy, there is a link in the description so you can check out the movie there. I'm just going to pull that up. Let me see here. There we go. Okay. All right. Let me just make sure we're all set here. Okay. Okay, guys, let me pause the music here. So boom, there we go. The music is out. It's just you, me, and Sinister from 2012, starring Ethan Hawke. Ooh, Ethan Hawke. Now, some people call me Big Daddy D or Daddy Deathray. I think it's fair to say you could put Ethan in the daddy conversation. I think it's more than fair to say. Holy cow, is this Ray? Do we have Ray in here saying meowdy Erica? I think that's Ray. I think so. I'm ready for this movie. There you go. Blu-ray queued up at 5 seconds. There you go. Okay. Awesome. Excellent. Let's just go ahead and get this rolling. And yeah, guys, let's have some fun with this one. Just under an hour and 50 minutes. And we are what I'm gonna do is 3, 2, 1, play. And on play, I'm gonna push play. How about that? All right. Oh, it's Mr. Banana Monkey. Okay. First, I'm so confused. I'm so confused, Erica. Okay, let's go ahead and get the movie rolling here. 3, 2, 1, play. All right. We are rolling. So for those of you that have a Blu-ray, so it says Alliance Films, and the Alliance Films logo is fading out. It's faded out. And now we got our Blumhouse logo there. How about that? Yes, we are off. And guys, I'm going to eat dinner while we hang out. How about that? I don't know why this does this every time. Oh, it irks me so much that it does this. What the heck, man? God, I hate this sometimes. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so having seen Sinister 2 last night, um, it really fails at quite a bit. The Super 8, like the 8 millimeter, death films in the sequel are not very creepy. They're just more like standard kind of slasher setup kills instead of like this eerie, real looking kind of thing. And they've got overbearing music that is like trying to say too much instead of letting the creepiness and the eeriness of the film speak for itself. Yeah, massive letdown. Well, there you go. Now I won't embarrass myself anymore. Appreciate you, Mr. Banana Monkey. And welcome on in, Fachi. How are you doing, man? Welcome on in. Only movie to ever scare you. Even as a kid, you were never scared by something else? I don't know. I was really scared by like Killer Clowns from Outer Space and Exorcist 3 and Poltergeist kind of freaked me out too. Yeah, that's one of the best elements of the movie, and it's one of the things that just does not work in the sequel at all for me. Oh my gosh, this thing is doing this again. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why the timer is doing that, but it's pissing me off, people. Not really, but kind of, yes. Never got scared as a kid. Wow, Fachi, you're tough. You are tough. I forgot that Fred, what's his face, was in this. This guy ran for president, like in the what early or late 90s, mid two that Fred Thompson, I think is his name. He ran for like the nomination. He didn't like make it to the actual campaign. Yeah, Sinister 2 is just like so unnecessary. No one walked out of Sinister this first movie and was like, "Wow, I wonder what the." Well, I don't wanna is anyone seeing this movie for the first time in the chat? I mean, it's 13 years old. Can I talk spoilers? I'll hold for a sec. I'll hold my thoughts. Yeah, they're great. What's happening, him? Welcome on in. Thank you for joining us. Says, "Hey, Davey, love your authentic content. Keep it up." Thank you so much. All I know is how to be me. That's all I know, him. Thank you so much for joining us, man. Yeah, we've got a timer, there you go. Yeah, your blind ass sees it now. So you've never watched it, okay. So there's a link in the description if you want to watch along, and then, yeah, we got the timer right there. Yeah, real life is way scarier. Yeah. Yeah. No, he's so good in this. I've said it before on the channel, I'm so pumped that he kinda made his way over to horror, this and now 2 Black Phone movies. I dig that. Yeah. So anyways, since him hasn't seen Sinister, I don't wanna spoil it, but in the sequel, I didn't need the, like, "What about this perspective the next time this happens?" I am honestly, we didn't need a sequel anyway. I got some pizza, guys. It's DiGiorno. Love the dialogue here. You don't mind me talking about it, alright. You love the sequel. Well, I mean, more power to you. I didn't hate it. I'll never watch it again, though. This movie has a $3 million budget. The sequel has a $10 million budget. I don't know how. It certainly doesn't look as good or better, and it doesn't have Ethan Hawke. So I don't know why it costs more than 3 times the money. Um, the jump scares with Bagul are really bad in the sequel, and it seems like the worst moment in this movie is the jump scare right before the credits, and that is like what they really lean on in the sequel. And then I don't need to see like the children being seduced by the other child ghosts. I don't need to see the grooming process of like turning them into cold-blooded killers. It's just like, but I mean, I guess that's what you do if you do a sequel to this movie because you don't want to just do the same thing. What's happening, Sam? How are you doing? So good to see you. Yeah, this movie does it right because it's a standard narrative film, but then they work in the found footage element. I just movies that are like all found footage, they have a really tough time maintaining for me like a buy-in. Like I find them less believable, less interesting, worse acting. It's just a whole bunch of crappy stuff for the most part with found footage. But I think when you integrate them into a standard narrative film, it seems like Shelby Oaks, the Stuckman movie is going to be kind of, doing this sort of thing like Sinister does, where it's somebody like researching something and watching the found footage material instead of the whole narrative of the film being found footage, which doesn't make any sense to me. James Leclerc is in the chat. What's happening, James? It's been a while. So good to see you. The sequel is okay, but the OG is 10 times scarier. That's another thing about the sequel. If it came out the next year, if it was like a cash grab sequel, I'd feel a lot better about it. It came out 3 years after, or at least it was 2015. So it was, 3 years after this film, and it's just why? It just feels like a TV show, like a streaming show or something. No, I don't think so. If they wanted to remake it in like 30 or 40 years, they could probably remake it then, something like that. But I no, I think that this is a when people say modern classic, I think this is an absolute modern classic. And I don't know why you'd have a scorpion in your like they living in the desert? Doesn't look like the desert to me, but they've got like emperor scorpions in the attic. That's bizarre. Um, maybe it's just supposed to be a foreboding sign, right? But yeah, I don't think this needs to be remade. I think this is, um, if I had to pick one horror film from the 2010s to put in a greatest of all time list, this would be the one. Because I think you could take this movie back in time and show it to people. And I think you could take it forward in time and show it to people, and it would still scare people, still scare the audience. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they would do with that third Sinister. No idea. What's happening, Brett? Great to see you. We got Brett from Good Real Hunting in the house, one of our great channel members and Death Squad mods. Yeah, but then it's just kind of a rehash, right? I don't know. What do you do? What do you do with a Sinister sequel? Jamie says, I don't see a difference between the two. I see an elevation in the story and tone. Really liked it. Don't need anything except for the writer to tell me the story they want to tell. Yeah, not a rush cash grab and still very underwhelming. Yeah, no excuse. I agree. Gotcha. Okay. Does she have an accent? What's with these weird accents in Sinister? Like the mom in Sinister 2, I was like, is she British? Now she just sounds regular, flat American. Now she sounds Southern. What's going on? Thank you so much for jumping on in and hitting that like button, Sam. Really appreciate you. Hopefully, you have a lovely night's sleep. And you just put on some ASMR, some Davey ASMR, have some sweet dreams, and watch Sinister sometime this spooky season. Yeah, maybe, but I think their Black Phone is better sequel bait than this. Oh yeah, I mean the atmosphere, the editing in this movie is some of the best editing I've ever seen. As far as like using editing to increase the tension and the dread, I think Sinister does it masterfully. I can see that. I mean, really, Sinister 2 is more about like um an abusive domestic situation in a like in a large way. That's pretty much what that movie's about. Nothing scarier than your own child. That's why I don't have any. If it goes sour. Well, women are more statistically likely to file for divorce. So look out. Look out, Ethan Hawke. Now, then you have a lot more to fear from the child. Des says there were things I didn't like about Sinister 2, but I do remember the ending getting to me. I definitely cried. I'm like, what happened at the end? And I just watched it last night. Um, well, I think the ending, Des, I don't know. The only person that like dies deserved it, right? So the ending is like kind of happy in Sinister 2. Although, of course, there's like a cheesy Bagul jump scare thing. Is he a is he a demon spawn or is this my karma? Yeah, and I mean, while they're for you ladies that have to harbor these children for 9 months before they're born, I mean, you gotta start, I don't know, maybe there's like a little bit of a you start resenting them because 'cause they're just feeding off of you. Then they're gonna feed off you for 18 more damn years. Yeah. It's a way happier ending than this movie in Sinister 2, I think. Yeah, better than every Children of the Corn. That's not saying much, right? Yeah, that is not saying much. Nah, who gives a if you're evil, I mean, what can you do? And he like, not only that, this kid, like, wanted it. The one kid didn't want it, the other kid in the sequel wanted it, so it seemed like it wasn't just that he was in a trance. I think that's one of the things the sequel spoils about this movie. So, in this movie, you get the idea that it's sort of like a spell that one of the children gets put under that makes them do this to their family. But in the sequel, they're like, no, no, no. Like the kid just gets bugged by some ghosts that are like, you're gonna have nightmares if you don't watch these movies with us. So the kids just willingly watch these movies, and then that over time just warps their mind. So in a way, I felt like Sinister 2 was trying to say that like violent behavior is a direct result of like watching horrific things on screen, which is a really, like, 90s Joe Lieberman kinda take to have, really odd. Yeah, I don't know if that's really what it's trying to say. Maybe I'm just a little sensitive to that stuff because I grew up in an age where people were telling, you know, politicians were saying that children were behaving badly because of video games and movies, and it just seemed like a really shitty excuse for a problem that they couldn't figure out. Davey seen Sinister, didn't wanna spoil anything. Sinister? Yeah, well, yeah, no, I've seen it. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I watched this one in the theater, but this is my first time since then. But, it's this movie is a friggin' classic and stuck with me in a big way. I felt like a superwoman creating a little life in my belly. The endorphins are no joke. Alright. Nice, good to know. So now I never need to feel bad for a pregnant woman ever again. You know, not gonna give my seat up on the bus. I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, just get those endorphins going, sweetheart. I'm not the one that knocked you up. I'm not giving my seat up." Only things that bring this movie down are the stupid jump scare, Bagul at the end. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that jump scare. I don't mind at the end of your scary movie if you wanna do a jump scare, okay. You know, I've watched your whole movie. I didn't like it, but, you know, whatever. I'll let it pass for one time. But they do it like 4 or 5 times or 5 or 6 times in the sequel, and it just doesn't look good. And but you're saying the slow motion scary kids that aren't scary? Huh. Yeah, I don't know. To me, I guess I'll just have to see how it hits me this time around, Aaron. But I really liked the scary or the slow motion kids when I saw the movie in the theater because I just loved how they were using, because what I think they were doing there is they were speeding up the film, right? Or no, slowing down the film and having him move at a different pace than the kids were moving. So it's just a nice little, like, in-camera trick. So I'm not saying that it, like, scared me or anything, but I really liked the look of it and the ingenuity, and I really like the editing in the film, and I think those are some of the moments where they really let the takes breathe. You know, they're not cut, 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 cut. They really let it breathe, and, I appreciate that. One of those movies where the Wayans brothers parody ruined the movie for me. This one? Did they parody this one? Yeah, I don't want I mean, yeah, because I don't think the Wayans brothers that are funny are Damon and Keenan Ivory. Sean and Marlon are not funny. At least to me, they don't make me laugh. Like, I the only reason why they have a career is because their brothers were funny and entertaining. So yeah, I guess if Scary Movie parodied this one, I totally had missed it. I'm not a scary movie guy, Ben. But welcome on in. We got Ben Grimm, one of our great channel members, hanging out. Yeah, I think all of the Super 8 stuff is legitimately chilling here and looks very real. And again, if you go and watch the sequel, this is like serene music that's not, it's letting the visuals speak for the creepiness and letting the music just be something different and creating like a contrast and a juxtaposition. In the sequel, it's this like really droning, loud ass, scary music. What's happening, Illuminated Pro? Welcome on in. We are watching Sinister. There's a link in the description if you want to jump on in, and then we got our timer going right meow. Like, notice they're not. It's like kind of music because it's like voices that are like kind of humming and wheezing a little bit, but it's just unsettling, and it's not too loud. I know I'm a rude motherfucker. What can you say? A pregnant woman kicking me in the teeth? I'd like to see him try. Yeah, I think I don't here's my thoughts on jump scares, guys. Just earn them. They're like dick and fart jokes in a comedy movie. Just earn them. Don't make them your bread and butter, and I'll be okay with them. So, I think certain movies, um, most movies do earn them, but there is like a style of horror out there that leans on the jump scare. Yeah, this one, I don't know if it like scared me, the tension. So it definitely got the blood pumping. A little bit of a goof, a little bit of a goof. They parodied Bagul on oh, they did other parody movies that I didn't care about. Okay. So it's not just Scary Movie. They have a whole different franchise that I don't know about and don't care about. Damn. There you go. I don't mind, Paula. You just might have to, play a little catch up, or you can use the link in the description if you want to watch an ad-free version of the film. Mm. I see. I thought they were saying that these kids are living on a different wavelength. So they're moving differently because they're in a totally different like layer of reality that is running parallel with our reality, but they, you know, aren't quite there. That's what I thought it was doing. I didn't think it was really trying to scare us, just like give us a visual to show the separation of the realms. Mm. One of these movies where if I was in that situation where I found these videos, I'd be creeped the f out. But watching the movie version did nothing for me. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I had never seen anything quite like this with the with just how real some of these 8 millimeter films look. I love the handheld camera here. So this might be one of those moments. Let's see when the next cut is, right? Because when he turns back from the door, that was the last time they cut. Okay. So now you've got, still no cuts here. Handheld camera, just like really working a moment here with a fantastic actor. Okay, so there's that cut. So that's a pretty long, that's like an almost like probably 20-25 second shot without a cut. Relatively quick cut there. Let's see what we got here on this one. Okay, another relatively quick one. So maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like there's more than one shot that like really let it breathe here. Got that damn box. Oh my goodness. Des, you're cheating on us with Halloween 2? Okay, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Halloween 2's good. Oh my god, Chester, you're cheating on us too. Oh my goodness. So, not only did my ex cheat on me, but now you guys are cheating on me? Come on. Come on. I'm fucking with you. Remember a haunted house series for Discord watch. Okay. You gotta pay for that one, Ben. We got Cody Decker in the house. Says, "Hey, Davey, Sinister creeped me out. Still never seen the sequel. Just watched it last night. I gave it 2 stars. Like, it's not incompetent and it's not terrible, you know? If you really love this one and you just I wanted to watch it before I returned to this one. So, there you go. I do like Ethan Hawke's cardigan. I bet you like what's underneath the cardigan, Des. Come on. Oh, Halloween Town too. I just see Halloween. Yeah. You're cheating on us with Halloween Town too? You damn kids. You damn kids. This is how I wake up every day. What can I say? Survivor. Hey, what you do with your time is your business, Brett. I don't know how you do it. Watching so many episodes of a quote unquote reality show. I don't know how you do it. It's not really slander. I'm just old ass. So like when people say Halloween Town, I'm like, ah, you're at least like 10 to 15 years younger than me. Okay. What's happening? We got Brett Patrick in the house. Says, hi, Davey. Always liked the look of Bagul. Hope all is well. Yeah, he's got a Michael Jackson, Chris Angel thing going on a little bit, little touch of the crow in there. It's a good look for how much they show him in this movie, right? I like how they use him in this movie. In the sequel, they show him way too much. They spoil all the fucking mystery, man. You damn kids in your Halloween town. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because I am old ass. I am 43. And when I meet people that are around 30 and maybe they think that I'm only like a handful of years older than them, um, they'll be like, tell me about these classic movies that they love. And I'm just like, those are like, those were like kid movies when I was in my 20s or almost 30, you know? Yeah, man, I'm just gonna say it again. I know I keep on saying it. But the music really helps on these 8 millimeter films. This is one of the better kills I think that we got. Um, I don't know if anyone else has seen the sequel recently. I just the there's a lot of try hard on the 8 millimeter stuff, and it just doesn't resonate. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying I'm too old to even really like be aware, you know? Yeah, it's really good shit. Now, because I've been looking at the chat and hanging out with you guys, and it's been a while since I've seen this movie. Is that the first time he noticed Bagul in the footage so far? Yeah. Um, you killed my pines. Um, Nick from the Lost River Drive-In, he loves the sequel to Sinister. It's funny because a lot of times I think about the year my mom was born, so I relate. Oh my gosh, you guys are so active in the chat. I love you guys. So I relate a lot of movies to 1984 when it comes to age gauging. I like that term, age gauging. Yeah. So I'm just a couple years older than your mom. So like, yeah, same age pretty much. I mean, same age. Yeah, I worked with people when I was working at the dispensary in Portland, Des. I worked with people that were into like Halloween Town and all that stuff, but they were, yeah, like 15 years younger than me, something like that. So there's a whole bunch of like I never got into Hocus Pocus. Um, there's a whole bunch I didn't get into. Now, some of the little kid stuff I did get into because I have nieces and nephews. So it's just sort of random. Like I'm a big fan of the Josie and the Pussycats movie from 2001. And the only reason why I saw that is because I have nieces and nephews that were watching it at my parents' house, and it was cracking me up. And I was like, man, this kid's movie is really funny. And then I watched the PG-13 version, and I was like, it's even funnier. And then I fell completely in love with Rachel Lee Cook, and that was the end for me. Rachel Lee Cook. That's the one. That's the one right there. What's happening, Super Tenor, one of our great channel members? Welcome on in, bud. Welcome on in. Yeah, there's just a far more eerie tone here. Okay, that's the first time. There we go. I should watch all Halloween Town movies back to back. There's 4 of them. Okay. Okay, guys. So we'll do a super chat goal for $100, and I'll watch 4 movies back to back to back to back. Well, yeah, she's my wife, kid. Watch the old Charlie Brown stuff too. Old is just a number. You can be young at heart. That's what Halloween Town and The Nightmare Before Christmas do for me. Yeah, I think I'm more of a Nightmare Before Christmas at Christmas kinda guy. Years ago, I dated somebody that wanted to watch it at Halloween and at Christmas, and I was like, "Y'all Hot Topic people are too much for me. I can't watch this movie in October and then watch it in December." Like, I like A Nightmare Before Christmas just fine. Let's not kid ourselves. Once is enough a year. Come on. Come on, guys. All right. Well, I'm going to have to give him some shit. Thank you for letting me know, Ben. I appreciate you outing Nick. On the next Hit the Bricks episode, I'm going to be like, what the hell, dude? Well, like, I can accept A Nightmare on Elm Street 2010. No, I'm just joking. I can't accept that. Halloween Town is a fun watch, but I'm too old to be a fan from its origin. I don't even know what it's about. I'm just like, oh. Yeah, that Josie movie is hilarious. It's such a great subversive comedy. It's so much more than just like what it seems like it is on the surface. It's really good music. Shout out to Adam Duritz and Babyface, who wrote the songs for that movie. And I can't remember the actor's or the singer's name, but she's the singer from Letters to Cleo. You know them from the end of 10 Things I Hate About You. Um, she's the singer. She's the voice of Josie on the songs. I have not seen Exorcism of Emily Rose. Should I watch it? Yo quiero Taco Bell. I just say that whenever I see a chihuahua. My niece has a chihuahua, and whenever I visit, dog could see me like once a day, every day of the week. Acts like it's the biggest deal every time he sees me. Pissed on my foot a couple times. Yeah, I don't know. Guys, let me know. Should I watch Exorcism of Emily Rose? You're shitty. What's happening, Shitty Pickle? How are you doing? Well, that's what I'm saying. If you pay me, if we do $100 super chat goal, I'll watch 4 movies in a row. You know, but that's work. Watching 4 movies in a row, even if they were 4 of my favorite movies, that's a lot of watching. Well, there you go, Des. I always knew you were a hot topic kid. I'm just fucking with you. We love you, Des. We love you. I'm just giving you shit. There we go. Brett is a hot topic kid as well. What can you do? What can you do? It is really good. Yeah, Danny Elfman's voice is great. How many people, what percentage of the population do you think loves that movie and doesn't know that Tim Burton didn't direct it? I think a lot of people think that Tim Burton directed A Nightmare Before Christmas. I think if you did a street poll, most people, if you ask them who directed A Nightmare Before Christmas, 95% of people are going to say Tim Burton. Even if I bet if you gave people a 50-50, if you brought up the actual director's name and Tim Burton's name, they would pick Tim Burton over the actual director. What are you watching tomorrow? I'm bidding between Halloween and Trick or Treat. Well, don't spoil Trick or Treat because we're gonna watch it at the end of the month. How about that, Ashton? Um, I don't know. I have a huge list of movies that I need to see for the very first time. Add TE The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Okay, I was like, whoa, that's a heck of an acronym. Okay, I'll add it to the list. Oh, Backdoor Lover's amazing. Oh, I took your face because I didn't mean to take your face because it's such a good face. Du jour means friendship. Du jour means seatbelts. Emily Rose is good, but it's not what you're expecting going in. It's kind of slow. Okay. I don't mind like I can dig a good slow burn. You know, The Changeling's a good slow burn, House of the Devil, Innkeepers. But this is gonna be like an exorcism slow burn? Okay. Okay, that's the one that's Courtroom. I've seen so many like videos and list videos where they talk about these movies. I don't really know exactly like, I don't think the movie was really spoiled for me, but there's so many of these possession movies that I was just like, which one is the one with the courtroom? It's the one that's got what's his face? Tom hmm, what's that guy's name? He was in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. He was in Batman Begins. What is that guy's name? Is he the one that's in that movie? Oh, that's so sad, Des. I'm sorry. I think that's the tough thing if you have smaller animals around horses, you know, dangerous stuff. All right. I'll have to check it out. There you go. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. Burton didn't direct it, but he did create it. Yeah, he like presents it, right? He's the producer. That being said, Henry Selick deserves his credit. Yeah. From the mind of Tim Burton comes another guy's movie. Speaking of Hot Topic, this Saturday is emo night at the record store that I work at. There will be bands and vendors. It's going to be so much fun. Hell yeah. Dashboard Confessional, My Chemical Romance, Saves the Day, Bright Eyes, all that kind of fun stuff. Braid? You going to get some Braid going on in there? Ooh, I've never seen House 2, the second story. I've only seen the original one, never seen the Japanese House movie either. You guys are very active in the chat. That's awesome. I love you all. Thank you so much for kicking it with me. If you have not hit the like button, make sure you hit that like button. Share the channel with someone who you think would dig what we do over here because we're trying to reach that 2,000 sub mark before Halloween. And you guys know what I'm going to do. If we reach 2,000 subs before Halloween, you guys know what I'm going to do, right? That's right. I'm going to dress up as the alpha from 28 years later and host a live stream right here for you. Yeah, I haven't heard really great things about Tusk, I don't think. I don't know. Oh, it doesn't tell me on StreamYard if you've deleted a comment, Aaron, so I don't know which one you're talking about. Dez is just, throwing it out here. Fuck horses. Yeah, they kind of freak me out. Big muscular creatures that can fuck you up and people still go around riding them. Wild. Taking Back Sunday, there you go. Yeah. The Strider. Hey Mercedes. House 2 is a fun time. It's hilarious and a Halloween movie. All right, I'm putting it on the list. You just made the list. Holy shit. Guys, I'm more than halfway through day 57 of no alcohol. It'll be 57 days at 4 in the morning. How about that? Just wanted to check that really quick. Oh, I've never done the river float before. You talking about the Salt River? I've never done that. I didn't know there were wild horses. I only know the quote because they use it on the Rich Eisen show. Yeah, I stopped paying attention to wrestling in like 1990, maybe 91. Damn, kill that snake. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Those instructions for a game of Monopoly? Mr. Boogie. Paula, I think he's in the attic. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. You're too kind. So sweet. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Chester. Ben, when I'm making pizza for myself, I do so I do red sauce, but I chop up garlic and then I dice up pepperoncinis and put those in the sauce. And then I like to do sausage and sausage and salami. And then I really liked halfway through, I put on green apple slices halfway through. It's really, really good stuff. It's just a DiGiorno thin crust pepperoni, nothing fancy. I just been busy all day and had to jump in here. Good luck, man. Yeah, that's like one thing I've definitely I usually don't drink any soda, but with the new Fanta sodas, like I'm drinking this grabber one, like, and the fact that I'm not drinking or anything, like I've let myself indulge a little bit. Best of luck to you, Aaron. Slices, really good. Des, I can't wait to take you to Little Capo. That is the one. Where next time you come to town, we're gonna go to Little Capo and get some pizza because it is a notch higher than Slices. It really is. Yeah, there's a time and place. Every kind of pizza. He's such a fan. Taco bowl? What'd you get in your taco bowl, Chester? That sounds good. I really like carnitas. Dr. Pepper is your weakness. There you go. Yeah, it's really good. It is a very good soda. Here's the easy one, Aaron, is just don't buy any of it. That's the easy way around it, right? This is a great see. This is the interaction here. Good stuff. Oh, going out to California for the Halloween or the Hollywood Horror Nights or whatever the heck they call it. That sounds like fun. Well, it's okay. No need for broken hearts, Des. Just the next time you're out here, we'll all go out and grab some pizza over at Westgate at Lil Capo. Cheater. Yeah, Pib Extra's great. Yeah. I mean, Barks root beer, that's one of my favorites right there. Yeah, you did take it out on me, you British. She's a problem, this lady. He should. I hope he signed a prenup. Clearly, he's the successful one. Kentucky Fried Blood. We got Jay Beach in the house. What's happening, Jay? Great to see you. It's a retro video of the grabber. I love that he's like cringing, watching himself back. It's great. He's like, what have I become? I've become somebody that just needs the fame and money. Man, he's got a lot of those. I'm plugging my phone. Apple sponsored the hell out of this. Mr. Boogie. Holy cow, 43 votes in our poll. 74% of 43 people said that they've seen Sinister and it still haunts them. And 26% of you are watching this for the very first time. Damn. He's there. Yeah, I need to print that shit. This fucking Bagul guy is all over the place. Who the hell does he think he is, Mr. Boogie? What, he didn't notice the first time? Oh, okay. There he is, Chris Angel, hanging out in the background. All right, I got another poll coming your way, you guys. It's very important that you answer this question. Okay, there we go. Got a fresh poll there in the chat for you, crazy kids. Holy cow, we got Cody Snyder in the house, one of our great channel members and Death Squad mods, and he is celebrating 13 months of channel membership. That is amazing. Thank you so much, Cody. Really appreciate you, bud. Hopefully you're somewhere where you can watch a little something tonight and get into spooky season gear. I've been seeing you post. I've a whole bunch of people posting their H45 photos. Maybe I should share some of those. Although my stupid ex is in a whole bunch of them, so that sucks. I can Photoshop her out, right? Like Joseph Stalin. No big deal. No big deal. There we go. Yes, happy October, man. Right on, right on. You don't see the interesting. It's blank. Yeah, it's right there. You don't see the timer going. I don't know how it would be blank. Interesting. Very interesting. Is this guy like a member of Slipknot too? Is that what Bagul is? Is he like the singer from Slipknot? Be honest. Oh, hands were grabbing my shoulders. A whole bunch of hands were grabbing me. My real answer is pizza. There you go. Who the F are you staring at, Bagel? Fucking Bagel. Here's some cream cheese, Bagel. This is a fun poll here. 16 votes, got a good variety. I'll keep that one open. I'll keep it open. Yo, Davey, where's the cord? The cord? I don't know. Where is the cord? If you're talking about the movie, there's a link in the description below where you can watch along with us. But when I do a watch party on YouTube, I don't simulcast a watch party to Discord. I don't, that wouldn't work. So it's either or. But most of the time we do watch parties over on Discord now, Teal Kit. But yeah, not sure if that's what you're referencing. Let me know. I voted popcorn, but microwave is good with garlic parmesan popcorn seasoning. Yeah, I mean, I think microwave popcorn's just fine. I like making, homemade's really good too. He's a Slipknot reject. That's what it is. That's why he's so vengeful. That makes sense. He was like, I'm just going to create a child-filled masked new metal band. No big deal. We're just going to kill families. No big deal. Just give her a pumpkin head. Just scratch her out. Dead to me, scratching her out. Thank you for sharing that. Hey, yo. See, that's a good use of a jump scare because he was always there. It's not like, yeah, it's the reveal is the jump instead of just like, wow, this thing's in front of you. That's a good jump scare there. Thank you for sharing that there, Erica. Yeah, guys, the Discord is totally free. So if you're into that, you can join us. And we hang out there quite a bit. It's a lot of fun. I love me some pretzel bites. Like combos? I did combos. I really miss the like nacho cheese ones. Pepperoni pizza, I like those as well. Those are good. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if you reload the screen, I don't know why it would be blank. To me, that's really bizarre because it should be, so maybe if you reload the stream. Bunch of Crunch, never had Bunch of Crunch before. I do like salty and sweet, though. I love chocolate-covered pretzels. Big fan. Big fan. Sending all the best right back at you, Teal Kid. Hopefully you're having a good week, man. Thanks so much for joining us. Are they? I don't know, guys. Wild berry Skittles all taste the same to me. I can't tell the difference. I'm a red Skittles bag guy. I'm an OG Skittles. I want to know what the different fucking flavors are. And a lot of the ones in the wild berry, it seems like they all kind of taste like cough syrup to me too in the purple bag. Not Yeah, not really feeling that one. Although as a kid I had plenty purple bag Skittles for sure. I've done popcorn with like junior mints and popcorn with red vines. Yeah. What, you don't like dog treats? What's happening, Prince? Welcome on in, bud. Oh, the little okay. So they're just like a what, like a Bavarian pretzel kind of vibe? Yeah, kind of a drunk. Yeah. What's better, Bunch of Crunch or Fiddle Faddle? Yeah, you want to stay out of my business, lady? Like, do you want me to be able to afford to get put us in this place that we're in? Then shut the fuck up or help. Jeez. Sorry, my patience for shitty partners is just completely gone. It's counting down for you. What? This doesn't make any sense. How are you guys seeing different versions of the timer? The timer that I've got is counting up. I don't understand why it would be blank or why it would be counting down. That's bizarre. Dude, there's no way they're better than red bag Skittles. No way. You guys are gonna want to come back on October 22nd. Is that when that is? Yes, October 22nd. We're gonna do a tier maker live audience ranking of 70 different kinds of Halloween candy. So you guys are gonna want to make sure to tune in for that one. I never left Letterbox, Prince. I just started writing reviews. I'm a big Twizzler guy too. Twizzler and Red Vines. Chicks dig nerd clusters. I don't. It's a thing. It is a thing. Chicks dig nerd clusters. I don't know. I feel like every woman I know loves nerd clusters. Tootsie Pop Addict. Yeah, those are so good. Yeah, those are really, really good. I got to speak my truth, Ashton. If you want something that just tastes like all the same flavor, can't even tell the difference, and then when you throw all the flavors in your mouth, it's like you might as well have just had some Robitussin. Purple bag Skittles, right up your alley. I think I've had some of those banana peelers. It's a banana flavored candy that you can like unwrap or just eat a whole if you want to. I've never had either. Yeah, but are nerd clusters better than nerds? I don't think they are. I think standard nerds. Standard nerds. That's the way to go. Oh yeah, I grew up in the age of Snapple, Prince. Yeah, Sour Patch is good. She may be Aaron, but the movie doesn't give us much. The movie just from the very beginning of the movie, it's like wife is crabby at husband is like as far as we really go, you know. Like what is she bringing to the table? I don't know. The movie's not telling us if she is bringing anything to the table. Twinkies are great. Oh, it's counting fine. Okay. I was like counting down. I was like, what does that mean? Oh, I can't do Takis. They destroy my stomach. Hell yeah. Yeah, that'll be over on Discord, Teal Kit, for sure. Think I'm about to watch the original Wolfman, an October must for me. And it's been a while since I've seen that one, Cody. I gotta check it out. Yeah. That one is probably out of the Universal monsters. That one and Creature from the Black Lagoon are the ones that I've watched the least, I think. Both might be in there. I don't know. Yeah, and again, it's just like what do you bring to the table? I don't know. I don't know what she does. He's a really successful author that seems to give his family like the freedom to move around and do those things. I don't know what she does other than threaten to leave. Chicks dig them. There are F nerd clusters. There are deathers. He's like, I'm only gonna watch like 3 or 4 of more of those videos. That's all I got in me. And then, another funny thing about the sequel is instead of it just being the 8 millimeter projector, it's like hooked up to like a record player that like plays music that's not even the music that we end up listening to when we're watching. It's this whole stupid elaborate setup. Yeah, yeah. The sequel's 2 stars at best. Least favorite flavor of Skittles or Nerds? Skittles or Nerds? I love Tootsie Rolls. Even the flavored ones, except for vanilla. Don't like that vanilla flavor. Clusters are better than regular Nerds? Chicks dig them. That is a chick candy right there, Nerd Clusters. Mm, I like black licorice. I don't like it as much as red, but I like it. Yeah, good and plenty. Black licorice is good. Yeah, I'm a fan. That one released on the 19th of September. Yeah, I think the sour Skittles, it's one of the worst. Like, I like sour candies usually. I don't seem to really enjoy those very much. Never really make that purchase. She is a professional whiner. She's like, "I'm just gonna pick you apart, and you could never do anything that could meet my needs, and if you didn't have a job as good as this, I wouldn't like you, but if you have to be the way you are to have this job, then I don't like you, and, I'll just take half of your money. Yeah, I'll just do that." Yeah, this chick's the worst. Least favorite artificial flavor. Least favorite artificial flavor. That's a good question. I don't know, maybe like peach or something like that. I remember really not liking the peach Jolly Ranchers back in the day. Oh my gosh, lime is so good, Brett. Look out. Lime now and laters are that's one of the best candies ever. Ever. Lime now and laters. Oh my god, they're so good. I would get rid of purple Skittles forever just to have one now lime now and later right now. I hear you on cherry, Aaron. Some cherry stuff kind of sucks, but yeah. I think sometimes grape sort of sucks too. What's happening, Antonis? Welcome on in, buddy. No one's saying orange is crazy. Yeah, I guess, man. Other than Starburst, are like I guess Sweet Tarts. Is there orange? There's not many orange candies. I don't mind orange. Yeah. Nerd clusters are just nerd ropes, though. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like the nerd ropes more. Uh, Teal Kit, Night of the Reaper was the 19th, and then there's VHS Halloween is this Friday. Man, I could destroy some Oreos right now. Yeah, I wouldn't say no. I like Warheads. Yeah, Warheads are good. Orange and grape. Hate them. Dude, have you ever had a lime now and later, Brett? Fuck, dude, it'll orgasmic. I'll just say that. Grape Sprite at Sonic. Yeah, I never get the drinks at Sonic. I've been really into their 2-for-1 double smash burgers, though. That's been my go-to once a week for the last few weeks here. It's got these hallway scenes. I really dig these hallway shots. Like, did they do this live or did they just shoot this 2 different times with the same setup? I'm pretty sure they did it live and just changed the speed of the camera. They're so good. They're so good, Des. How many of those do you eat a week? They're not fun to smash. Are they fun to eat while you smash, though? Fuck it, we'll do it live. He's like, okay, my kids are good. I can have another drink. Daughter's having a tough time. Yeah, the sequel just spoils the mystery with all the kid stuff, unfortunately. Yeah, he's always been really good. I think it's just, especially when he was younger, like when you're, a young, good-looking person, they put you in a lot of shit movies. They want young, attractive people in the most like mainstream bullshit, So, and I'm not saying every movie he did when he was younger was like that, but you certainly get put into a lot of those movies, That's why I have a tough time trusting good-looking actors. They're in a lot of shit. And yeah, most of the time, good-looking actors aren't as good at performing as someone like Ethan Hawke is. Just make a smash burger with fish, right? Yeah, there you go. They reuse that in the sequel, that whole like falling asleep and the time goes by really quick. What should she have done? Winked at her? Don't you fucking say anything. Ooh. Del Taco, Erica, that means of the taco. Just want to let you know. That's a free one I just gave you. I mean, I need you, deputy. I need you. What did you get from Del Taco, Erica? I'm sorry, what did you get from Of the Taco? So 18 votes in the poll. What's your go-to horror movie snack? 39% of you are saying popcorn. 28% are saying candy. 22% say chips and dip. That's a surprise. And 11% say I eat my fear. I like that. Mr. Oswald, am I going to have to lead the next movie? I don't know if that's going to work out. Of the Taco. But what did you order from Of the Taco? Oh my gosh, dude. Have you ever had Whataburger, Brett? Is this going to be your first time? Two crunchy chicken street tacos, fries, a Dr. Pepper, and two donut bites. Sounds healthy. I like calling it what the fuck a burger. Whataburger. That's how you're supposed to say it. Whataburger. It's not like what a burger because it's one word, Whataburger. Ben Grimm loves the queso burrito from Del Taco. I don't eat this often, Davey, so get off my ass, Mr. Smash Burger. Mr. Ass Burger, right? All right, all right. I'll back off. It's not a criticism, Erica. You look great. So you can eat whatever the hell you want because it's working. Water burger. There you go. Not healthy. I think Erica was maybe there's performance enhancing drugs involved with the meal choice. Never had Whataburger. I highly recommend it, Blue. Culver's is good too. I look like a bridge troll right now, but thanks. Pictures or it didn't happen, Erica. Pictures of you looking like a bridge troll or it didn't happen. I haven't had the jalapeno. I love the green chili with avocado. It's Whataburger, not Waterburger. Talking about the little spirit that's been hanging out the whole time and influencing me and grooming me to kill you guys at the end of the movie. That's what I'm talking about. What did you think, Erica? What did you think? Yeah, Des calls it Waterburger. So he lied to her about the house. That's great. It's totally different. All this chick does is yell at him. Yeah. Also, though, I'll ask the question again. What does she bring to the table? This movie is all she does in this movie is start fights. And I'm not saying that he's far from perfect. He's got his problems. But all the writers are doing with this character is using her to start fights. That's a lie. Not telling the whole truth is a lie. And then the girl's gonna off you though because you've moved out of the house that carries the curse, right? So then that's what triggers the actual bad stuff to happen. So if she leaves him, he's gonna be fine, right? But her and the son won't be fine. That's a good question. Yeah. Which horror do y'all predict will be the best of this month? Personally, Frankenstein. Is that this month or the beginning of next month? When does that come out? So yeah, Teal Kit. So technically the Del Toro Frankenstein is going to be on a very limited theatrical run, like so limited we don't even know where those theaters are going to be. That's on October 17th, but really it hits Netflix on November 7th. So I think the best of October is gonna be either, um, Good Boy or The Black Phone 2. Maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe it'll be Shelby Oaks that'll be the best one of October. Well, but she doesn't even really know the full extent either. It's even worse than what either one of them knows. Yeah, that's a limited theatrical though, so that's not the Netflix release. And I would not be surprised if the limited theatrical means like New York, LA, and Chicago, maybe. Yeah. I hope it's pretty fun. I think the VHS movies are all right for what they are. I'm looking forward to checking it out on Friday. Oh, I always dress as Michael Myers, but if we reach 2,000 subs, I'll be the alpha from 28 years later. Yeah, I mean, they should have definitely talked about moving into a murder house before moving into a murder house. That's for sure. One studio starts working on a project and another one finds out and doesn't want to be left behind. So they figure, hey, might as well get our competition out there and take half the share. It's usually it seems like that's what happens. Happens all the time. It's like, whenever a classic character comes back, it just seems to start a trend like that. Well, hey, I mean, if you're lucky enough to catch it in October, that would be amazing. I just have the feeling since we don't really know that that's gonna be, like, very limited because 'cause they're gonna want a little dash of word of mouth, and they want everyone else to check it out on Netflix. 2.5 hours. I mean, they can make it work. Nosferatu was 2 hours 12, and that was too much for me. Um, what the substance was something close to, like it was, like, 2:15, 2:20, a little too long. Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's just all how they tell the story and yeah. Part of me, like, wonders, like, when they do something on Netflix like that, why not just do, like, a three-part miniseries and have it be, like, 3 hours-ish long? It's just, like, episodes. Timestamp is right there, Paula. So we're at 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 48 seconds. Holy cow, we got Pizowl in the chat. What's happening, Piz? Great to see you. Hopefully you are doing well. I saw you got your A Nightmare on Elm Street box set. Looks very, very pretty. I'm very curious to know because that's the one so in that box set, they've got, like, the uncut version of is it part 5? It's the big one that people are talking about? I'm interested in seeing people as they, drop their vids on that box set. Just, I know a lot of people covered the news of it and everything, but just once people start talking about how it's actually going or, what the quality of the how everything looks and all that stuff. We got Michael Jackson, Chris Angel. So, okay, so they do the jump scare there. That's like the same it's like a at the end of the 2nd movie, I swear they copy and paste that exact moment. Yeah. That's a good okay, that's an effective jump scare because you're seeing him you expect him to walk through the screen, right? And then he just gets right in front of you. I feel like if you slow-mo my reaction, I might have jumped a little bit there. Can you be alpha anyway in DMs? There's a few of us who want that. Oh my good yes. Yes, I can, Erica. For those of you who want it, um, find me in the DMs. This music is awesome. Uh, guys, Oh, I like the reverse sound of the instrument, but then also just, like, taking normal sounds and making them percussive in a beat. This is really, really good music here. I dig this. I dig this quite a bit. Yeah, no, they certainly have I'm not guys, I'm playing it up for effect, certainly, the wife here, but the way that they've written the character, they've not written her to be like, we understand that she's mad because of how he's fucking up, right? But she's not really a completely well-rounded character herself, you know? See, she's even mad that he's doing like, anything he does, she's, like, perturbed, you know? Oh my no, Ashton, you don't wanna see Alpha Davey, Big Daddy D. Next super chat goal gives no, 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 I can't do that, I can't do it. You know what though, guys, this reminds me, Eli Cortez, one of our great channel member, Death Squad mod, he had sent me, some digital download codes, and I've been meaning to distribute them to you guys. So I just wanna let you know what the movies are here. So we've got a digital download code for Final Destination Bloodlines. We have a digital download code for Nosferatu. We've got one for Beetlejuice, and we have one for The Menu. So, I mean, I don't know what to do. What do you think we should do? Should we do like a contest, like a trivia contest? Should I just have people reach out to me and tell me why they want them and give me 1,000 word essays? I don't know. I don't know what to do with those. Piz, what do you think about Sinister 2? What are your thoughts on that one? I just watched it last night for the first time, but I love this original. Netflix puts their movies in theaters for limited runs to make it eligible for Oscars. Is that what they do? Interesting. That's a silly rule. That's a very silly rule. The Academy's strange, like they had that rule where what's his face? Gosh, why can't I think of the guy's name? Oh my god, I'm having like the biggest brain fart. It's really pissing me off. Um Andy Serkis, that's his name. Okay. So they made that rule. Andy Serkis couldn't get nominated as Gollum because he wasn't actually he didn't appear physically in the movie. So that's why in King Kong he plays one of the side characters as well as playing Kong, just so he could technically be nominated because you have to physically appear in the movie. There's not a rule that says you have to physically appear as the character, just that you have to somehow physically appear in the movie, that's a really odd rule. And then don't even get me into all the rules that they're making now about like um uh I don't know, being weird racial requirements to be able to get nominated, just really, really odd shit. So I guess I'm not surprised that they also do this weird thing where they make you have to put the movie in the theater. Like, what's the difference? Like, if the movie is cinematic, if the movie is award worthy, then it should be able to be nominated for awards. And you shouldn't have to really check any boxes or weird shit like that. Uncut Part 5. See, and Part 5 is uh that's a rough one for me. So maybe I would like the uncut one quite a bit. Have a great rest of your night there, Brett. Thank you so much for kicking it with us, man. Brad and Chris have a barbarian watch party tomorrow night. All right. Whole bunch of fun stuff going on tomorrow night. Heck yeah. Barbarian is good fun. Yeah, you better keep on supporting me though. Trust me, I need it. And yeah, I didn't say I hate the purple bag Skittles. I'm just saying the purple bag Skittles, all the flavors taste the same. It tastes like cough syrup when you throw a handful of them in your mouth, and they're just not nearly as good as the red bag. The red bag is the way to go. That's all I'm saying. I only saw it once and have forgotten most of it. You're one of the lucky ones, but no, I think I'm already forgetting some of it, and I just watched it not even like 20 hours ago. I could do a random drawing for anyone that donates to the St. Mary's Food Bank subathon. We could do it then. Yeah, we could save it for that point. Just move this weekend to a new city, so watching streams and unpacking. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, VHS Halloween. We're gonna stream that as a public watch party on the Discord server on Friday the 3rd. Yep. We're going to do a live tier maker ranking of the Friday the 13th franchise right here on YouTube. And then we're going to jump over to the Discord and watch the film there. A book about Moida. I'm writing a book about Moidas, a bunch of bad Moidas. At this point, he's like, I just hope I can save my family and survive. Pool party, wherever I go, it goes. Pool party, pool party, pool party and me. I want to be Art the Clown for Halloween, says Antonis. There you go. That takes dedication because that's actual makeup, right? Because when I'm Michael Myers, it's just jumpsuit and the mask. Easy, easy shit. Maybe some dark, some black around my eyes. That's it. Everyone's trying to tell me what to do. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, I think that's a good idea to give those away during the subathon. I think that's a good idea. Not only is moving great for finding stuff you thought you lost, but also it's good for getting rid of shit you no longer need, including people. Oh yeah, the first 2/3 of Barbarian's really good. I don't think the last third is like that big of a drop off. It's like not like I think Weapons is like a better overall movie, but I think the drop off in the last third of Weapons is worse for me than the drop off in Barbarian. But also, like with Barbarian, I wasn't expecting as much. Weapons looked the marketing and everything, and the first 2/3 of the movie is so friggin' solid that it was just wanted so much more from that. The only channel I've seen do this, period. What do you do? What the jumping over to Discord to watch movies or give away download codes or I don't know or talk about sending pictures of me as the alpha from 28 years later through DMs. Which one is it, Teal Kit? Ashton, I can put you in touch with her. You know, maybe you could send your own alpha DM. Oh, there you go. I'm curious to know how good that mask is, Antonis. Thanks for this information right now, Deputy So and So. Like, I'm already like, I'm on like death's altar right now, just ready to get my neck sliced open. And you're telling me right now, Mister, you know, you know, this is why. This is why Ethan Hawke's character did not trust the police at the beginning. because this guy's police work was just slow enough to put him in danger. I do what I want. Yeah. Now, because Erica said that, I'm going to get even more people jumping in and suggesting things to me. No, it's fine. Um, yeah, when you run a channel like this, I don't have a partner on the channel. I don't have a co-host. Oh, you kind of follow your own compass for a lot of it, but you can get so focused on like the task at hand or just handling. Um, I don't know, like you can sort of like lose the forest through the trees, so to speak. So it is great to have people that you can trust, to suggest ideas and all that kind of stuff. Oh, Dean, she did her little shushy. That's another thing the sequel did that was weird to me is that it made it seem like Bagul was the cameraman because the camera's moving around in a lot of those Super 8s, and then we never see like I always thought it was the kids doing it. Yeah, so get worried about one of your kids. But what he's already drugged, right? He already drank the tea or whatever the heck it was. Yeah, it's good, Blue. It's good. I wanted it to be better. It's true. Yeah, I guess not all of us were blessed enough to be alphas. Now, huh, Ashton? Huh? Huh? I have seen Night of the Reaper, Chester. We watched it over on the Discord um, a couple weekends ago. I think just like the day after it was released. It was a total impromptu thing. What did we watch? Hatchet and then watch Night of the Reaper, something like that. Speaking of watching Hatchet, I had a lot of fun with the first Hatchet. If you want to watch the second Hatchet tonight or maybe just later on this week, and you want to watch that on Discord with me, 4 more super chats and we'll be there. My daughter drugged me. I didn't even know. And is it only no? The rest of the family's in there too. Oh shit! Marshmallow cream's coming out of his mouth. That's not a good sign unless you've been eating marshmallow cream. Trust me, I know. Oh my gosh, I've been so far behind, Jay, and that's why I've just been ticking movies off of my list. Like since the end of August, I've watched like 20 movies for the very first time. And then even earlier in the year, I finally watched the X trilogy. Well, I watched Barbarian. Before seeing Weapons, I wanted to watch Barbarian. Um, and Zach Kreger is like not a bad filmmaker. I don't think he's quite great though. I'm worried about the Resident Evil movie, just with everything I've heard about it. Well, yeah, that's the thing about we're not going to do it over here. So I think you're all signed up with us on Discord now because yeah, we can show the movie over on Discord. So yeah, we'll just do the whole thing there. Yeah, yeah, we've talked this to death, so I don't need to dive into it. But for me, it's not the moments that drag. It was like the specific choices that were made. Again, the music is just so much like more moody. Yeah, I think even just a couple slight tweaks on the sequel would have helped make it feel a little more consistent and better to me. You mean there's a pattern? There's one little specific thing in this pattern that we never noticed before. Fuck you! You're the worst true crime author slash police force ever, guys. Come on, guys. Yes, AV expert. Well, at least they do give Ethan Hawke's character good motivation, right? Because he wants to write the book. So that's like the thing, right? But in a lot of movies, you're absolutely right, Erica. It's just like, hey, this family just moves in this house, and by God, they're just not gonna leave. Like they don't care. Like everyone's like, like Amityville 2, The Possession. It's like, get the fuck out of the house. You're already a shit family to begin with in that movie, and you don't need to live in the demon house for sure. Yeah, I would say Weapons is definitely worth the watch. Just because I didn't love it doesn't mean I didn't like it. I wanted to like it, or, I wanted to love it. I liked it quite a bit. So, there you go. Would've been cool. Would've been cool. Did they want to what is this movie rated R? I'm just curious if they were trying to keep it, like, PG-13 by not showing everything. It's probably R, though, just with the murders as they are. Join the Cord. Hell yeah. Welcome on in, man. Yeah. Yeah, even though it's not, like, too bloody, it's gotta be rated R. That Bagul, he's a smooth criminal, he's really bad. Billie Jean, he's very dangerous. He wears black and white. Do you remember the time Bagul jump scared us? Oh, it was really good. Yeah, the theater was that was a hell of an experience. It was one of those movies that, like, made me hold my breath in certain scenes. "Oh, there he is. We get the right side, got the left side, now we get the right side." It seriously is just the same, like, overlay. Um, and the music, man. I love this music so much. Alright, that was 2012's Sinister, directed by Scott Derrickson, a Blumhouse film starring Ethan Hawke. And Fred Thompson was in there, which is wild to see. There you go. There you go. That movie's an hour and 50 minutes. That was a friggin' breeze. I mean, hanging out with you guys, it always goes quick. It's always a blast hanging out with y'all. But I mean, you guys know me. I'm usually bitching about runtime. I call myself the runtime bitch. Um, is that really like my nickname? No, it's Big Daddy D or Big Daddy Deathray. Um, the runtime bitch. I should get a shirt that says that and wear it when I go out to press screenings. So even though I am a runtime bitch, that hour and 50 minutes is it's very well paced in this movie. The movie earns every one of those moments. Yeah. It's over, as Strong Bad would say. All right. Holy cow, there we go. We are all wrapped up with Sinister. Let me jump back on over here and kick it with you guys. Wow, 2 hours, 10-minute stream. That ain't nothing. We're cool. We're cool. We're cool. Let's see here. What do we got going on? Hands down, one of the better horror films in modern times. Yes. I think it's a total modern classic. I mean, the first Insidious movie and Sinister, they share so many of the same letters in their title. It's really interesting. Those two really stand out to me. I mean, especially Sinister. I think Insidious is really cool. Don't get me wrong. There's just something about Sinister that just kind of works a little bit better for me there. Thank you so much for kicking it with us, Amanda. Have a great rest of your night. Holy cow, Eli swooping in right at the last minute. How are you doing, Eli? Mr. Eli Cortez, everyone. Channel member, Death Squad mod, and a pillar of the community and one heck of a model American. Eli, we were talking about your digital download codes, and I was thinking, based on an idea from Amanda, that it would be cool to use those as part of the giveaway during the subathon, during the the fundraiser for the St. Mary's Food Bank. So I think we're going to do that. I just wanted to follow up with you, Eli, because the other day I was thinking, I'm like, man, I need to do something with those. What do I do with them? But we'll figure out some sort of way to give those away throughout that marathon there, which is going to be October 24th. Originally, it was going to be on the 17th. That's the weekend of For the Love of Horror, and there's a whole bunch of stuff going on with people that I'd reached out to, so I pushed it back to the 24th to open up some availability for some folks. So yeah, October 24th, that's going to be a wild one, 10-hour, maybe 11-hour marathon. We'll see how that all goes. But let's see here. Teal Kid, have a good one. We'll see you on Friday. Yeah, guys. So really what we've got coming up for the rest of the week, I might jump on and do news tomorrow. Okay. Now I know everyone's going live tomorrow, so I'm going to try to go live a little bit earlier if I can, just to get in. There hasn't been that big of news. There's been like some rumors, you know, this former wrestler saying that he's going to play Jason. It's just like a pipe dream. You know, it could happen, but it's not really like news. It's just a rumor. But there's been all little tidbits, but nothing really big. So I'm hoping, come on, Lord, come through for me. I'm hoping there's something big that drops before I go live tomorrow, but we'll cover some horror movie news tomorrow. And then on Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to do a live tier maker ranking of the Friday the 13th franchise. I've got a very special guest that sounds like they'll be able to show up, I'm hoping. But you know what? If I have to just do it by myself, hanging out with you guys, I know it's going to be a friggin' blast. We're going to rank all of those Friday the 13th movies. You guys are going to vote on each and every single one of them. And then, yeah, we'll have some members-only stuff on the weekend, on Sunday. Maybe we'll do a little bit of a public watch party on Saturday. But I'm getting ahead of myself. On Friday, after the live tier maker ranking of Friday the 13th, the entire franchise, we're going to hop on over to the Discord, and we're going to watch VHS Halloween. How about that? So that's going to be 10 p.m. Eastern. We're going to watch that. So there you go. Very, very busy. Make sure your notification, can I even talk right now? Make sure your notification bell is clicked. And then that way you don't miss it when I drop a new stream or right before I go live. It should give you an alert. So how about that? And yeah, a whole bunch of streams have been lined up for the remainder of the month. And look at that. Eli's going to send me the A Nightmare on Elm Street 4K digital codes. Oof. Eli, I might have to be selfish and hang on to those. You know, I don't know. I kind of want those. We'll talk about it offline. I'll give away all the others. God damn it. Or maybe I could do some sort of like auction. That could be kind of fun, like an auction. That might be the way to do it. Right, and all the money would, of course, go to the charity. That might be kind of cool. We'll figure something out. 10 to 11 hour marathon, like Lindsay Wallace won't know it hit her. Yep. Well, when I was still drinking, I did 10 and a half hours, impromptu. It was ridiculous, and so I figure I can do it not hammered, and it'll be like 10 a.m. my time. To 8 or 9 p.m. my time. So it won't be like so bad. But yeah, we're going to get some folks from across the pond. I'm working on a whole bunch of stuff. So there you go. Let's see here. What else do we got going on? Yeah, we talk daily in the Discord. Sign up and you can join us. Yeah, I mean, seriously, the Discord, Erica's got the link right there. It's also in the description. And guys, it seriously is just people saying like, hope you're having a good day, and sharing silly gifts and all that kind of stuff. And if you're part of the Discord group, out of nowhere, sometimes we watch movies together. I mean, just the other night, Davey Jones and I watched The House by the Cemetery. I think Ben, if you're in the chat, I think you jumped in at the very beginning, but Ben was like, I'm jumping in. I'll probably fall asleep really quick. And then I didn't see any activity from Ben after that. But, just out of nowhere, I was like, I need to watch this movie. I've never seen it. I've watched the other 2 Gates of Hell trilogy movies from Fulci, and I just wanted to knock that one off the list. And yeah, it was just Davey and I watching it. It was pretty fun. So you never know what you're going to get into over on Discord, but it is really, really fun. Yeah. Davey Jones. Yes, Davey Jones. Yeah, that's going to wrap it up here for this episode of Late Night with the Davey. That's been episode 62. Holy cow, you guys are amazing. Let me close out this poll really quick. Looks like we didn't reach our super chat goal. No big deal, guys. I know you still love me, and I still love you, you know? But I certainly do appreciate Amanda throwing down the $5 super chat there. Really, really thankful for that, Amanda. You are awesome. Everything that you guys do, whether you're a subscriber, Patreon channel member, maybe you're both, or even if you're a Death Squad mod, some of you are all 3. It's wild. Or if you're just hanging out in the chat and coming here for the community, I appreciate the hell out of every single one of you. Thank you guys so much. It really does mean the world. I can't tell you how awesome it is to jump onto a live any day of the week, any time that I'm able to, and have a consistent, awesome group of people show up and hang out and be there for the entertainment, but be there for the community as well. And another shout out here to Cody Snyder, who's been a member for 13 months. It's amazing. Cody, really do appreciate you, bud. I hope you have an awesome spooky season. Hopefully we see you come back sometime soon. And Cody's also a Death Squad mod, so how about it? All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up for this one. Thank you so much for hanging out. Tomorrow, I'm going to cover some news. I don't know when that's going to be tomorrow because I know there's a lot going on and I don't want to step on anyone's toes. You know what I mean? But if I don't see you guys tomorrow for the horror news, I'll see you on Friday for the live tier maker ranking of Friday the 13th, the entire franchise where you get to vote, and then we'll watch VHS Halloween. How about it? You all are amazing. I love you guys so much. Can't wait to hang out with you more this week. I know it's been like 3 or 4 days without a stream with everyone, and I was starting to feel the hurt. I missed you guys. So always great to be back, and I will be back tomorrow. So hey, until next time, I've been and will continue being Davey Deathray. Take care. I thought I had the button all ready to go. How about this? I'll do this another time. Until next time, I've been and will continue being Big Daddy D.